guys, Chris from Hockey Tutorial here. Today you join us at Romford Ice Rink. A couple of you have been mentioning why we haven't been filming here, so we're back. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Bauer Vapor HyperLite and VSing it against the CCM Ribcor Trigger 6 Pro. Now these are arguably two of the best low kick point sticks that you can get, so if you're trying to figure out which one is the better stick to pick up, that's what we're going to be answering in this video. Before we jump into it, make sure that you thumbs up and subscribe, because a bunch of you that watch our videos aren't subscribed, and making sure that you thumbs up the video makes sure that we get more visibility, brings more eyes to the channel, helps us grow, helps us sustain to create these videos for you. So before we jump in, thumbs up, subscribe, and let's take a look at which one of these two sticks is the better low kick point stick for you to pick up.
So today we were looking at the ones you've all been asking for, the HyperLite versus the Trigger 6 Pro. Is it Pro? I think. I mean, Chris will tell you and probably moan at me after this, but we've been looking at those two sticks today and I'm going to tell you which one I prefer and why. Most of you will probably guess it's the Trigger 6, if I'm being honest. I like the HyperLite, I used it for a little while. Some of you probably that have seen old videos know that I've used the HyperLite and I actually really liked it. Really easy to shoot with, just comfortable. But the Trigger 6 just tops it in all ways. I mean, the Trigger 5, I said this before, was terrible. Was absolutely terrible. I thought CCM came away from the Trigger, but they brought it back with the Trigger 6, and it's easy to shoot with. I've used every trigger from the first one to this one, and I've only not liked one of them, and that's the Trigger 5. The CCM I'm using right now, the Trigger 6, isn't my spec, and the Bauer is, and I'd still pick the CCM over the Bauer. Because it's comfortable for me, it's easy to shoot with, it's easy to pick your corners, you don't have to really lean on the stick much to get a lot of ping off it. It's an all-round stick. No matter where you're shooting from on the ice, no matter what you're trying to do, whether you're trying to pick a cross-ice pass or whether you're trying to pick a top corner, it's an easy stick to shoot with, and I would highly recommend, if you've got the 5 or even if you've got the 4, bump up to the 6. It is definitely worth the money, and it is definitely better than the Bauer HyperLite.
What was it about the HyperLite that didn't sit well with you?
If I'm honest, with the HyperLite, I've had what, 4 of them? 4 maybe? And all of them have broke on the blade. And I haven't even gone for a full season yet. You know, that's just, for me, that's not really good enough. I mean, come on, how much are we paying for sticks right now and they're breaking after what, 3-4 weeks? Come on, that's not exactly great. I've had one Trigger 6 and it's outlasted all my Bauers. For me, that's a main thing. I like to get used to a stick, get comfortable with a stick and use it for months. The Bauer HyperLite, I used it for 2 weeks and it went. That's not exactly great. With the Trigger 6, you can break the stick in, get comfortable with the stick, and you've got that stick for many months to come, you know? That was the breaking point between the two. They were very close, and then I'm not gonna have a stick that breaks after 3-4 weeks.
So that's what it came down to for you. It wasn't a case of performance, it was durability.
Absolutely.
So you think the performance between the two sticks is
very close. It is very close. Absolutely. If they were to last a little bit longer and be a little bit stronger, I don't know. I'd have one of each probably, to be honest with you. Okay. I couldn't decide, but it doesn't last. I've known people that have had HyperLites and they've broken the exact same place that mine has. So it's not like how I'm shooting or how I'm using them. Clearly. But I know people that have the Trigger 6 and they've only had to take one out of the packet, you know? For me, that's a big thing. I'm sure most hockey players will say the same. You get comfortable with one stick and you don't want to change, you know? That was a big part of it for me.
So out of every single stick that you've used over the course of the last you know, a few months, we could even say 6 to 12 months.
Okay.
Where does the HyperLite and Trigger 6 rank? If you were to rank
all the sticks on the bench.
Let's say, give me top 4.
Top 4.
Top 4 sticks, and tell me why.
Top 4 sticks. Okay. Ooh, interesting. This one's going to take some thought. Are we talking all time or just in the last 6 to 12 months?
Last 6 to 12 months.
Last 6 to 12 months. Well, that's tricky. Okay. Right. Top 3. Bauer HyperLite sitting at 3. Just like I said, it doesn't last. I can't use a stick that doesn't last. That's not good for me. I don't want to be breaking in a stick every 2 weeks. That's just terrible. I'd rather get a stick that lasts longer and that I can still use like I do with the Bauer HyperLite. Number 2, and you're probably going to be shocked, is the Trigger 6. Is the Trigger 6.
What?
I like the Trigger 6. I do. It's a very nice stick. It's really easy to shoot with.
Yeah.
But if I had the choice, it's not the stick I'm going to pick. The one I'm going to pick is sitting right next to me.
AS4?
The AS4.
Pro.
The AS4 Pro. I would pick that, hands down, between the 3.
Okay.
Hands down.
I didn't see that coming.
I've always liked the tack range, from the first tack to the AS4. I like big shots. I like big shots. I'm a big shot guy. You know, I mean, I like them big clap bombs. I like the one-timers. I mean, Chris has seen how many one-timers I've taken when we've been on the ice. I like them type of shots. Yes, the Trigger 6 works for the quick release, but you can also get that on the AS4. Sticks are so different compared to what they used to be that I can have a quick release with that stick as well as the big shot. So for me, that's the difference.
Okay.
That you can shoot with, but that I can really lean into. And I can have my big shot and have my quick release.
That's fair.
So that's my number 1.
What was number 4?
Number 4. Number 4. You know what? You're gonna be shocked about this one probably too.
Go on.
I'm gonna go with the Nexus Geo.
Okay.
I like the Geo. I never used it in my spec.
Yeah.
It was always, I think it was the 92, 87, so it's completely different to what I normally use. However, I really liked it. I really liked it. I've not got a chance to use it in my spec. Maybe it'd be a little bit different on the rankings if I did. But I actually really liked it. It was really easy to pick your corners with. It sat nice in your palm with that little, whatever they call it, the 5-side tech or whatever they call it. I'm sure Chris will tell you. It sat really nicely in my hand. It felt really nice to shoot with. So that's probably my top 4.
Okay. And just to close off the video nicely, what sticks are you looking forward to using in this year?
In this year, oof. I'm looking forward to getting to use the AS4 more, if I'm really honest. I've only used it here and there because it isn't my space. The curve is so straight, it's ridiculous. It looks like I haven't decided whether I'm left or right-handed yet. It's really hard for me to use, but I'm really looking forward to getting to use the AS4 more. I'm interested to see what Bauer does, to be honest, surprisingly. They've done so much new stuff with their sticks, the hole in them, the 6-side, the 5-side. It's going to be interesting to see what they bring out next. And I'm also really interested to see the next trigger, I'm interested to see them all.
Okay.
I'm happy to try any stick you throw at me and I'll tell you what it is. I love my sticks, everyone knows I do, especially Chris for the amount I go through. But, you know, I'm looking forward to everything this year. You know, it's going to be a fun year. Can't wait.
For sure. And lastly, new brands. We didn't really look at in 2020.
Yeah.
True, Warrior, are you up for that?
Oh, I am absolutely. I tell you, I was under 15s. I used the Warrior QRL. I love that stick. It's probably my top 5 of all time. Top 5 all time. That's saying something. I've had a lot of sticks over the years.
Yeah.
Top 5, QRL. So yeah, any new brands, anything, throw it at me, I'll let you know. I'm happy and looking forward to trying anything this year. We've tried some wild ones. We've had some wild ones last year, but I'm looking forward to see what this new year brings.
As always, guys, a big thank you for watching the video all the way to the end. Please make sure you give the video a thumbs up and also subscribe so you can stay up to date with all of the videos that we post. Big thanks for watching, guys. Make sure you comment down below, let us know what you want to see VS'd against next, and we'll catch you next time. Take care.